man who made Africa laugh is gone. How Mr. Ibu died and his last words. Welcome to e-Afro. John Ikechukwu Okafor, 17 October 1961 to 2nd March 2024, popularly known as Mr. Ibu, was a Nigerian actor and comedian. He appeared in over 200 Nollywood films, including those from the Mr. Ibu series. John Okafor was born on 17 October 1961. He was from Ununeko in Nigeria's former Eastern region, now in Nkanu West local government area, Enugu State. After elementary school and the death of his father in 1974, John Okafor moved to Sapele to stay with his brother. In Sapele, he did menial jobs so he could send himself to school and support his family. He then worked as a hairstylist, ventured into photography, and also worked in a company that produced crates. After secondary school, he was admitted into the College of Education, Yola, but pulled out due to financial difficulties and later enrolled in the Institute of Management and Technology, IMT, Enugu. John Okafor acted in more than 200 Nollywood films, including Mr. Ibu 2004, Mr. Ibu 2 2005, Mr. Ibu and His Sons, Coffin Producers, Husband Suppliers, International Players, Mr. Ibu in London 2005, Police Recruits 2003, 9 Wives 2005, Ibu in Prison 2006, and Keziah 2007. John Okafor was known as Nigerian's Borat, and in 2012 described homosexuality in Nollywood as akin to a virus, saying, "If there is any way in this world that people can make them stop it or cure it, please do it." He also ventured into music for a short period of time. On 15 October 2020, he released his song titled "This Girl" and "Do You Know." Before his acting career, Okafor was a boxer, football coach, and karate practitioner. He was married twice in his lifetime, with more than 10 children. His second wife, Stella Maris Okafor, had 3 children with him, one of whom is deceased. His son Daniel and adopted daughter Jasmine were accused of hacking Okafor's phone and stealing $60,700 from him. They were arrested in January 2024. In October 2023, Okafor revealed that he was suffering from an ailment that threatened to make it necessary to amputate one of his legs. He said he was struck by the problem while on movie set with other Nollywood actors. He appealed to his fans and the public for prayers and financial assistance to cover his medical bills. He also shared a video of himself lying in the hospital bed, expressing his fear of losing his leg. The Abubakar Bukola Sariki Foundation, which was established by the former Senate President of Nigeria, paid off Okafor's entire medical expenses as of 18 October 2023. The foundation also stated that Okafor still required a lot of financial assistance to sustain him in the hospital and for his travel abroad for further treatment. In November 2023, Okafor underwent a leg amputation after suffering from an ailment that required 7 surgeries. His family said the amputation was done to keep him alive and increase his chances of recovery. He died at Evercare Hospital in Lagos on 2nd March 2024 at the age of 62 as a result of cardiac arrest. Following his death, his adopted daughter Jasmine renamed his million-follower TikTok account to her own name and deleted all the videos that did not feature her. John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, is regarded as the man who made African laugh. Such was the comic genius of Nigerian actor John Okafor, popularly known as Mr. Ibu, that he often didn't even need to open his mouth to make people laugh. I was chosen to play a doctor in a film one time, and when I came to the set dressed as one, even without saying anything, all the crew just busted out laughing, he recalled. His death at the age of 62 has left family, friends, and fans of Nigerian film industry Nollywood across Africa in mourning. He burst onto the scene in 2004 with the movie Mr. Ibu, which tells the story of the eponymous single father and his son as the journey through life, getting into a series of tricky and hilarious predicaments. His facial expression and his body were his biggest selling points. Film director Babangida Bangis told the BBC, contrasting him to the most comic actor who used words to make people laugh. Mr. Ibu was different, as he doesn't even have to talk to elicit laughter, as his face just like Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, will do the trick, he said. Indeed, one of Mr. Ibu's iconic scenes, and the one which introduced him to African audiences, was one in which he hardly said a word. In the film Mr. Ibu, he and his sons were returning home from farm, where they walked and they had a single bicycle. At first, the father let his son ride the bicycle while he walked. But passerby stopped him to ask why the son didn't show respect to his aged father by letting him ride. So they switched places. Then, another passerby said the father was wicked for allowing his young son to walk while he was taking it easy. So they both decided to walk. Then people called them senseless for walking while they had a bicycle. The film was so successful that there have been 4 sequels, and Okafor had simply been known as Mr. Ibu ever since. He will also be often remembered in northern Nigeria, as he was one of the few Nollywood actors to cross over into the film industry based in the northern city of Kano, known as Kannywood, which is generally looked down by those from the south. His best-known Kannywood film was the Hausa language comedy Hajiya Bamba, about 2 lost sons from southern Nigeria who traced their father in the north and began a new life with him. He was one of those who helped bridge the gap and bring unity between Kannywood and Nollywood by going to the north to act, Bangis noted. Born on 17 October 1961, the actor hailed from the southeastern Enugu state, which had produced a long list of Nollywood stars. Okafor didn't have an easy childhood, moving to another city early on in his life to live with his brother, and doing menial jobs to survive and support his family. After trying his hands in professions from hairstyling to photography, he went to a film audition where he was spotted by legendary actor Peter Odoche, who saw his talent and opened the doors of Nollywood to him. Since the announcement of his death, tributes have been pouring in. Popular Nigerian comedian Bobby described Mr. Ibu as one of the greats. The passing of John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, is a sad chapter in the Nigerian entertainment history. Let's take solace in the fact that his works will live on and will inspire generations unborn. Rest in peace to the one of the greats. The passing of John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, is a sad chapter in Nigerian entertainment history. Let's take solace in the fact that his works will live on and will inspire generations unborn. R.I.P. to one of the greats, Bobby posted on X. Nigerian Culture Minister Hannatu Musawa described him as a household name who had made families smile throughout his career. The actor's ill health first came to public attention in 2023. It is believed that the actor suffered from diabetes and blood clotting, but no cause of death has been announced by his family. Despite bringing such joy to so many people, he never found happiness on the domestic front. He was married 5 times, most of which ended in bitter divorces. He recently described his 5th marriage as being even less happy than his previous ones. "This is my final marriage. If this one falls apart, I won't marry again. This is my 5th and the worst marriage," he told Nigerian's Daily Post news site. Local media say he is survived by 13 children, but some of these have also been a cause of concern. Although he hasn't starred in a new film for some time, he remained active until ill health stopped him. His 2 singles, titled "This Girl" and "Do You Know," released in October 2020, are believed to be his last project. However, his venture into music was not a success, and he will always be remembered as the man who brought laughter to homes across Africa. Fan Aminu Hamisu says he will be paying his tribute to the actor by rewatching some of his old movies on YouTube, and he is unlikely to be the only one. And that will be all for this episode. Thank you.